Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Moonriver. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. And it's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, as you can see, we have a Fibonacci retracement set up from the swing high we printed in April 2022 and the swing low printed in December or January 2023, so a few months ago. And our 1.272, our minimal target is $205 after we start breaking above this April 2022 high. So that is going to be the price that we're going to be targeting during the next upcoming bull market. If we start zooming into the price action here on the daily, as you can see, we're setting up ourselves for a nice bullish cross, which is when the 20 EMA crosses above the 55 EMA. Usually, once that happens, we see further move to the upside before we have a little retracement toward the 20 EMA. And from there, we see another bounce to the upside. So here is the 2023 January 25th date. And once we got the bullish cross, we still continued to the upside. We had a nice back test of the 20 EMA multiple times. Then we broke down below to the 55 and had another move to the upside. So a potential similar scenario is going to be playing out here. However, I do want to show you that we're printing a higher low. And I keep showing this in every single technical analysis update, but this is important to keep in mind because we're not dropping this low. So we're not coming back down to our December low with this pullback in March. And that is very, very bullish because this shows that there are buyers over here, buyers over here. So people are not letting the price dip lower than these prices that we have here, or these local lows. So this bear market low will not be updated, in my opinion, or renewed in case if we see a massive capitulation, a black swan event, then obviously we can see a 50 to 60% drop on all altcoins across the board, and we can probably come back down to some major targets to the downside, possibly even retesting the December lows. But as long as we're above it, as long as we don't break below, that is what is important. So with this bullish cross and with this potential move to the upside, if we break above this local high here, we can just throw in another fib here. A lot of fibs, I know. $9.77 could be our local target here, but I wouldn't be taking any profits. I wouldn't be swing trading at these prices right now. Bitcoin's breaking $30,000. So, swing trading right now and trying to, make an extra $25 and hoping the price will retrace so you can buy back in is going to be really stupid. So if you want to get stuck like that, be my guest, but I'm just saying be careful because I've gone through this many times and I'm speaking out of experience. In times like these, you're better off just staking or just removing your access from the wallet, or not being able to have immediate access to an exchange, because you're going to have that urge to sell. And once you do, the price will continue going higher. That's just the way it works. So don't put yourself in that situation. But on the other hand, if you can control yourself, if you've been in the markets for quite a while, like I've been, you're able to understand and set priorities. Now, with this Fibonacci retracement, we have our local high sitting at $11.65. That's going to be a massive target for us to break above. So from where we are right now, that's still a 31% move to the upside. So technically speaking, if you still want to enter Moonriver, these are good buying prices. Like I've been saying for months, anything below $10 is very cheap. So from here, you can still be looking at a 25% move to the upside. As you can see, Moonriver likes to move quite impulsively, quite quickly. So you can potentially catch a nice move to the upside, either to $11.50 or even $13 here, which is the yellow resistance trend line that we did trade very nicely all the way back here in February. And we're also printing a nice rounded bottom over here, as you can see. So maybe we're going to be looking at some sort of a cup and handle pattern if we manage to run into some resistance over here. So you run into resistance there, right? And then you start printing a channel down pattern, and then eventually you break to the upside. That is potentially what's going to be happening. So maybe just set up a bunch of buy limit orders all the way down to $8.30. But this is very cheap for Moonriver, for a project of this magnitude. I think this is very cheap. That's what I have for the daily chart. long term, we're going to take a look at the targets in just a second. Actually, we can do it right now. So we have $205, then we have $305, which is the 1.414, and then we have the $538 price, which is the all-time high price. Roughly the all-time high price, right? Just slightly below that. So if we're able to retrace all the way up there, that would be great, but I don't think that's very possible during this bull market. However, it depends on how the project gets used in the bull market, how much exposure it gets, and because obviously we all know that Moonriver basically runs projects and tests them before deploying them on the Moonbeam network. So yeah, that's the basic premise of the project. So I'm not looking at, high prices like $1,000 or anything like that. We're trying to stay more conservative, so more in the range of $200 to $300. That's going to be more than enough for me personally. Taking a look at the daily RSI, as you can see, we had a retracement all the way down here to the red support trend line. We didn't quite reach it like we did back here in December, but nonetheless, that was a good buying opportunity. And now we're breaking above the light blue trend line, the white resistance trend line. So we could start pushing to the upside here in a very, very impulsive manner, and we could even be getting into the overbought zone very, very soon. So keep an eye on Moonriver. If you want to swing trade and you don't mind selling at these prices and you don't mind holding for a short period of time and you're not planning to hold long term, you can set up some sell orders at around about $13 here, just before 13 or just below 13, I should say, at $12.9796-ish cents, because remember, never have round numbers in your buy orders or your sell orders. Now, let's jump straight into the weekly chart on Binance. And before we continue with the video, guys, I quickly want to give a shout out to everyone who has joined my Patreon. Thank you very much. And if you want to become a part of the Patreon and, get access to a lot of exclusive content, such as podcast episodes for patrons only, my trade alerts, my entire portfolio. I share everything that I buy and everything that I sell. If you want to leave some requests, we can take a look at your projects on Patreon. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. I try to do daily updates and daily posts in there. So if you want to try it out for free, you can do that as well. There's a 7-day free trial, so you can do that and let me know what you think. Let's get on with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart on Binance, as you can see, these are our major targets moving forward. So we have the $18.50 range, which is going to be our August 2022 target. So for us to be bullish on Moonriver and for us to really be sure that this is our bottom, we need to break above that August 2022 high, and that will be my confirmation that we've printed the bottom here and we're going to be moving to the upside from here on out. But we haven't done that yet. We're not really close to doing that, but knowing how impulsively Moonriver likes to move, in a few short months we could be sitting at $18 and chilling at those prices, while people are still going to be calling for $6 or $4 to be met, and probably that's never going to happen. But that's what we have for the weekly. If I bring out the 35 EMA, that's sitting roughly around the $18.50 area as well. So that's something that you can target. And then you have the 80 EMA, that's still not popping up on the charts. And obviously the 10 EMA that we're just breaking above. So the 35 EMA is something that you can target as resistance moving forward if you're looking to take profits. If we take a look at the 3-day chart here, let's see what's going on. And taking a look at the 3-day RSI, as you can see, we had a nice bounce off of the white support trend line here. We didn't quite get to the blue trend line, which we were hoping to retest, as this was a local high that we broke above in January, and that pounce would have been a perfect entry, but we didn't quite do that. We had a bounce instead of this exact same spot that we bounced off of in January, so we did the same in March. And right now we're seeing another move to the upside. So maybe we do see ourselves here above the RSI of 80 within the next few weeks, maybe few months, and that will provide us with a nice area to take some profits if you're looking to do that, of course. But overall, that's everything that I wanted to show in this video. If I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.